Welcome to your first class with Speakfast Academy. I am Smita. I will be your trainer through this course. So
Yeah, sure.
let me hear about you. Go ahead, Akshay. Talk.
My name is Akshay Bote. I'm 25 years old. I'm born and brought up in Pune. I completed my SSC and HSC from KVNDA, which was CBSE board. And I'm in last year doing BA specialization in economics at MIT College.
Okay.
MIT College. My hobbies are like to play football, cricket, watch NBA matches, and watching F Formula One racing and
Okay.
listening music. And recently, I started my new hobby, which is reading books. Recently, I
Okay.
completed two books, and two books. The first one was Melua, The Immortals of Melua, and the second one was The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And the third one,
Okay.
which I'm reading is now Guru Gopal Das books.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and my other thing is like I would like to go out with my friends when I get time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, okay, very nice. My goodness, yes. Actually, you covered a lot of information and really fast. Okay, so I think you have a lot of words in store. All right, and you're using them quite efficiently. You said that you're. Let me just recap to see whether
yeah,
I've got it all down. All right. So you told me that you are Akshay. You're 25 years old. Did I get your age right?
yeah,
25.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. You've done your economics. All right. You're doing your economics. You're doing your
Yeah,
BA.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in economics as a specialization. You're really fond of football and you also like, I think, basketball because you mentioned NBA.
yeah,
Yes?
man. I do.
Okay. Yes. All right. And you're fond of listening to music. You've recently taken up reading, which really caught my attention because you spoke about reading The Immortals of Meluha. Oh, I
Yeah,
like
man.
that book too. Yes, interesting
Yeah,
book.
man.
Yeah. And also The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Right?
Yeah,
So that's another very philosophical and a lot of deep thought in that book, right? So would I be right in assuming that you like fiction, but fiction with some philosophy added to it? Am
yeah,
I
man. I
right?
do. Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Yes. Interesting. Very nice. Okay. How about when you spoke about listening to music? What kind of music do you like? Can you elaborate? Tell me something more.
I would like to listen not the Hindi music. I listen. I like to listen the more R&B music, which is from like for Hollywood. Like my favorite artist is The Weeknd, the Kendrick Lamar, Drake. Or I used to I listen more kind of the foreign artists. I didn't like Hindi artists because I don't know why. From
Okay.
last 7 to 8 years, I'm only listening the foreign artists.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
that's interesting. So you said I'm not so fond of Hindi music, but
yeah,
I
ma'am.
prefer English music more. And I've heard I am a little old school in my taste in music. So yeah, I've heard of Drake. I may have even heard his song, but nowadays I cannot remember all the new artists and their names and all that. But yeah, you said you like English music. Now,
Yeah,
a
ma'am.
little point which we can remember over here, Akshay, when we're speaking, it's always listen to. Listen
Listen to.
goes with to. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
combination. All right. So when I'm talking about music, I will say I listen to different types of music. All right.
okay.
I cannot say I listen different types of music. Okay. So listen to. We always use it together. We can't say listen without that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So when I'm teaching you and I say and I maybe I feel that you're looking distracted, I'll say, Akshay, are you listening?
True.
Make, yeah. Okay. So make it into a question. Akshay,
Um,
are you listening?
me,
No.
what I'm saying,
Are you listening
are you
to
listening
me?
to me?
To me, yes. Okay, don't forget. Listening has to go with a to. Are
True.
you listening to me? All right. Your
Uh,
professors maybe in college also when they get, there's too much of noise in the class and they'll say, the boys at the back, are you listening to me?
yeah.
Listening to me. All right. So always with a to. Keep that in mind.
True.
All right. So, but yes, well expressed about books, and that's very, very good. If you're interested in, I always promote reading. as a method of language learning. All right. It's one of the ways you can strengthen your language. And if you're fond of reading, that's half the battle won.
Okay,
All
man.
right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Because see, you're going to get new words. All right.
Yeah.
Your spellings will improve. There's something called visual correction. The moment you see the sentence, you will know that the grammar is right or wrong because you're seeing it so often. You're
Okay.
reading, right? So it's a very good hobby. Please pursue it. Keep it up. All right. So good show
Thank you
with
so
that.
much.
Okay. You spoke about football. Yeah, Akshay?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, do you play?
Sometimes if I get time.
Okay. All right. And amongst all the football players, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, ma'am. This my favorite player was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, which recently he get retired.
Okay, all right. Is he? I'm really bad at football. I'm not so good at sports,
Okay.
but I know a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Is he a Polish player? I'm not sure.
No, ma'am. He represents Switzerland.
Oh, okay. He's a Swiss player then. All right. Okay. And he retired recently?
Yeah, ma'am. Last year.
Okay. That's an unusual choice because whichever football fans I meet, they usually it's either Messi or it's
Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So if you were given a choice between Messi and Ronaldo, who would you choose?
I will go with Messi.
Okay. And why?
Because Messi is a very good player, ma'am, and nowadays he's very popular also, and I like his game also. Game, the way he play, and the way he treat his colleagues and the other players while playing, and his fans also. Yeah,
Okay.
because of that reason.
Okay, all right, yes. So you're saying that he's not just a good player, but
Yeah,
as a human being, he comes across as a very warm-hearted person.
yeah,
You
ma'am.
know, yeah, like he mixes with people. Perhaps also a humble person. Do you understand the word humble?
Yeah, ma'am. I do.
Humble, yes. Like somebody who's good at their work, but they don't walk around with their
No, sir.
Yes, okay. They don't walk with their nose in the air, all right? They
Okay.
are down to earth, they appreciative in others in spite of being very good. All right, yes, good. How about when you spoke about your other passion and games, which is basketball?
Yeah,
Do
ma'am.
you have favorites there? Do you play the sport?
I do not play this game, but I would like to watch NBA matches.
Okay. When you considering that they're conducted in the US, right? So there's a
Yeah, ma'am.
time zone difference. So do you wake up really early for the NBA matches, or how do
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
do
I
it?
do. I do. Sometimes I woke up early, or otherwise I just watch the highlights of the
Uh,
matches.
okay. And amongst your basketball players, do you have a favorite?
Recent nowadays, my favorite player is LeBron James. Otherwise, my favorite player was King Kobe Bryant, who
Yes,
died
Kobe
in
Bryant.
the
Yes,
yeah
yes, yes. There was a tragic. I think he died in a
yeah,
crash.
yeah,
Yes.
man. He died
So
in a
yeah,
crash with his.
yeah. Do they have these sports in your college too? As
Yeah, man. They have.
so, do they have a college team? Do they have like regular sports class or something like a period scheduled for sports?
No, man.
Oh no, not at all. Yes.
No, no.
How sad is that? Okay, yes. Um, how sad is that? Now, that's an expression we can think about. But when you feel bad about something, you can always say, how
How
sad
sad
is
is
that?
that?
Yes, how sad is that? So it's not really a question in the sense, I'm not expecting you to answer that, oh, ma'am, it is very sad. It is really, really sad. It is very, very. So it's just a way, it's called a rhetoric question. When you're using a question, but you're using it to make a point. How sad is that? What does it mean? Equal to, this is so sad.
It's so sad.
Yes. Okay. So we can use it like that. All right. So Akshay, what are your plans? What do you plan to do ahead, or do you have some short-term goals? Do you have some long-term goals? So why don't you share some with me?
Actually, I was pursuing my graduation in BA in MIT college, but from last 3 to 4 years, I just dropped out my college. I left it because
Mm-hmm.
of due to job and all. Uh,
Okay.
for after maybe around like 3 to 4 years earlier, I joined National Defense Academy as a contract basis as a clerk.
Okay. Very
Yeah,
nice.
after 2 year, I worked there as around from 2 years after leaving that NDA. I joined a company named One Card as for 1 year as a debt recovery agent.
Okay.
Recently, last year on August, I left the company, and now I'm looking for a good job. So because of that
You
reason, I
decided to take up the BA degree, the graduation, and
yeah,
complete it.
yeah, man,
Yes. Okay. So very well voiced over there, Akshay. And I like the words you used about interact as well
okay,
as approvals. All right. So these are good words. Interact as in meet, communicate, talk to, and get information about. So I think you were doing something what in our teachers' world we will call lesson planning on a daily basis. Am I right?
yeah, man,
Yeah, so amazing. Yeah, so and that too not for small numbers. You're talking about really massive numbers, and
yeah,
then
man,
to do it on a daily basis and on time, and the time must have been very critical. Am I right?
yeah, man.
Yes, good show. All right, so very nice. That's interesting. The first bit of work experience that you got. The second one, could you elaborate? Because I did. You said a debt recovery agent. I didn't
Yeah,
hear
man.
that. What is a debt recovery agent?
Capital agent means I was working in a company named One Card Credit Card. Like nowadays, it is getting more famous, if
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I was there working for 1 year as a debt recovery agent. My work was there. I have to call customer who are defaulters, like who are not paying money.
Oh, okay. Now I understand you. All right. Okay. Now I
Who are
understand you.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I
who,
had a bit of a problem because I think we had a problem with the pronunciation. That's why. Okay.
okay,
So now the word we are talking about is DEBT. Am I right?
yeah, yeah, man. Debt
Yeah.
recovery
Okay.
agent.
Yes. So it's called when we pronounce it, we say debt. No B.
Debt. Okay, debt,
Yeah, yes, just debt. D E
debt.
T. We pronounce
Okay,
it as a D E T, debt. So you'll say
debt,
a debt recovery agent. A
debt recovery.
debt
Okay, debt
recovery
recovery
agent. So the
agent.
moment, yeah, you say that, then I get it. That it's
Okay.
connected to finance, it's connected to loans, and it's you are trying to get back the loans, or maybe some sort of money that they have put against the loan from the
Yeah, man.
clients. Yeah. So
Thank
so for today's class, I think we can stop over here. It was just an introductory class,
I'm working
just a way
worries.
to know what exactly is going to happen. We've introduced each other to ourselves. All right. So looking forward to the rest of the classes with you, and I hope you
Meet.
achieve your goal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So
man.
I'm saying bye for today, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. You too. Have a lovely evening, and bye bye.